Okay, we're gonna go live. Doing it live. It's time to go live. Go live. Go live now. Well, I mean, a few minutes, like 30 seconds ago, we went live. How's it going, everybody? I hope everyone is well and healthy. And let's see, making sure I'm good here. Good here. All right, I think I'm gonna be good. I think I'm all right. I should probably share to Instagram. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me on FAQ Monday. Smile for Instagram, guys. There we go. Good, you smiled. Thank you so much for smiling. I do need to bring back some of the cool coffee cups. Most of those were really, really hard to wash, which is why I didn't. Yeah. Thank you very much, Mitchell. I appreciate the kind words about Drake Thunder and his signing. There was a lot of people that were really angry that we signed a record deal. Hilariously enough, I don't even know why that's like. Well, I was gonna say, why is that even a thing that people get mad about? But people get mad about everything. So. There we go. Had to tell Instagram, sorry. I'm not just playing on my phone while doing a live stream. How do you like the Diesel VH4 UA plugin? Is it accurate to the hardware? As far as my experience, it is. I've had limited experience with an actual VH4 head. However, tomorrow's video, you will hear it in full chuggy action. Tomorrow's video is about the Jens Bogren Impulse Responses Pack. Come on in, the water's fine. If you're just joining me, thank you so much for your time. I appreciate you hanging out. I hope you guys are all safe and sound. Let's nerd out a little bit. Just got a Laboga, Mr. Hector. Why don't we hear about those amps more? I don't know. They're not really over here in the States, to be honest with you. I did a demo for a Laboga Diamond Sound, which is a plexi, and it took like a month to get here. I do play in drop C sharp. Are there any free or cheap compressor VSTs with filters on it? The stock Logic one does, doesn't it? Have I heard the new Hum record? I have. It's awesome. I love that they just surprise dropped an album. It's like the best thing ever. Oh, dude, you got the Bucks and Betty. Yeah, great one. You know what? Funny you mentioned the JCM 800 and the Freeman. I just sold my JCM 800 as well. It's set in storage, and I felt guilty about it. Because if I want an 800 sound, I'll use the Butter Slacks because it's an 800 with multiple channels and more bells and whistles and options. So okay, bend over. Let's see. Bend over is in timeout now. The Deliverance module is very, very good with the Synergy stuff. The Synergy stuff is really good. It's got pretty underrated in my opinion. I would love to do a collab with Ola. What would we do? I would love to do an old Ola song. Because back in the day, I think it was 2012, I did Lord's Resistance Army. Dun, 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 which is like my favorite riff of his of all time. Sal, thank you so much for the super chat. Moving to Seattle soon. Any recommended areas? Yeah, not Seattle. South Center, Renton, Shoreline. The surrounding areas of Seattle are... Actual Seattle? Don't do it. Linwood, yeah, that's a good one. Linhood. What brand acoustic panels are these? These are Vicoustic USA. Riff Wars with Ola. Yeah, I should hit him up about a Riff Wars. Yeah, dude, the new hum record is super, super good. The production on it's very, very impressive. From what I understand, like there's like there's very, very little processing on the drums. I think in particular the drum tone of the record is really, really phenomenal. I ran out of strings and my high E string is broken. You know, back in the day, PV, so I used to buy Ernie Ball strings as a kid, but when I was real broke, I would buy PV packs because they had an extra high E string. Isn't that weird? I mean, it was cool at the time, but they came with 2 high E strings. I should get Ola on a beard chat. Which YouTube musician do I regret collaborating with? I regret not collaborating with more. I did see the announcement of the StewMac pedal kits. I'm thinking about doing the Overdrive one. What is the cheapest Gibson Les Paul Jr. that's around $300? I don't know. No Gibson is $300. Maybe one with the broken neck and half of the body. I hope everyone is doing well. Thank you again if you're just joining us. We're hanging out. We're answering some questions. Anything nerdy, guitar related, whatever. Jazzmaster or Stratocasters? I love both. Love a Jazzmaster, although, Stratocaster is a Strat, so... The new Bring Me the Horizon is sick. Have I made any other signature guitars with other companies besides Balaguer? I have not. Well, we were talking about it with Music Man before this COVID thing happened. Are the Atom TV5VSs a good option for first monitors? They are. Atom makes really good stuff. Do you and your band members party after gigs? Nope. We don't really drink on the road. We don't really do anything on the road because we want to stay focused and we want to slay the show every night because anyone who comes to the show deserves to have the best show. That sounds cheesy, but that's true. Do I still use my Balaguers? I do not. What do you think about the Line 6 Pod Go? I love it. I just shot the video for it. Thoughts on the Adam Jones signature Les Paul? I think it's long overdue. Adam deserves a signature Les Paul, and it makes so much sense as opposed to some of the other guys that, fucking solely from Godsmack having a signature Les Paul, the singer of Godsmack having a Les Paul before Adam from Tool. Bullshit. So I think it's fantastic. I'm so happy for Adam. Rightfully fucking so. He deserves... I hope he makes millions of fucking dollars with that Les Paul. I would love one. With Nan canceled, is there anything you're hoping will be released in the near future for any specific brand? Oh, you mean Summer Nam? Yeah. I just read a thing yesterday. Winter Nam is still planning to go forward. I'm like, I'm not going to that. To answer your question, though, Mr. Trico Studios. There are a few things I'm looking forward to. I can't talk about them, though, because I'm part of the... Yeah. I know that's kind of a BS answer, but it is the truth. Is DistroKid safe to use? Very. I've been hearing they're doing some shady stuff. You're probably referring to the dude who made the video about taking royalties, which is absolutely not true. He doesn't understand how any of that stuff works. They weren't doing shady stuff. It's all on the contract terms, and also his country takes a percentage of whatever they pay out for taxes. No, DistroKid is very, very awesome. Phil is a sweetheart, the guy who started DistroKid. Dude, new Mastodon, yes. When are you going to do a video on the Mesa Boogie Studio 22? I don't know, but I can tell you that I think it arrives today, actually, a Mesa Boogie Studio preamp. A very, very early one, mint condition. I'm going to try to recreate the Nirvana Nevermind tone with the Boss DS1. Do I plan on demoing more Engel amps soon? Yeah, I need to do the demo of the Invader 2. Sennheiser E609 versus an SM57. Both great. I'd probably take I don't know, the 609's good. I like the 906 better than the 609. But I'd probably take a 57 out of that. 57 you can use for so many things. SLO 100 versus a 5150. So different and yet so similar at the same time. Yeah, I hate the DS. Well, no, I like the DS1. It's really specific on, like, it'll work under very specific situations. I thought about getting an old one, and then I was reading. It doesn't really matter. It still sounds the same. So, can you suggest a good mic for recording vocals? I mean, honestly, if you're just trying to get the job done, just get an SM58. $100, cheap, awesome. That's a pretty open-ended question since you didn't give me a budget. Stealth 50 all day long. Yeah, I'd love to try Stealth 50. Why don't you use big pedal boards? Because I got tired of chasing pedal board gremlins and bad cables and things getting spilt on my pedals. For touring, anyway. I got a new guitar at Sweetwater for Gearfest on Saturday. Remind people to call in for discounts. Oh yeah, you can call in for discounts. The DoD Carcosa? I don't know what that is. Speaking of Sweetwater, shameless plug. If you want to help me out while buying yourself something, I have affiliate links for Sweetwater down below in the description of this video. It's shameless plug. I don't care because I'm trying to eat just like everyone else. What's going on with Jet City amps? JCA 100 seemed like a home run. Now I can't find them anywhere. I don't think Jet City is a thing anymore. Kurt used a Crown Power amp, and before that he used, he used a Power Stage 2, and then something else. Can't remember the second one. Do I still have the 5153 EL3450 watt? I do. Is it even worth being in a band these days, or should I honestly give up? You know what? That's a total personal question. I enjoy playing music live with other people. What's my pedal board now? For live, it's just a Helix with a controller, with a virtual pedal board. Mesa Boogie 212 cabinet with the Mark 590 head for versatility. Yes. Love a Mesa Boogie 212. Love a Mesa Boogie. But dude, all Mesa Boogie cabinets are sick. I have a JP2C that's been on order for months. What's my vacuuming regime? Irregular. I would say irregular. My girlfriend would tell you non-existent. Jackson stock pickups or EMGs? I cannot speak to the Jackson pickups, but I'm sure they're probably pretty good. What's your favorite guitar in the world? I don't know if I have a single favorite guitar, but my Stingray Mr. Sparkle, which is just behind me, is definitely one of them, along with my RDs and my stickered Strat that I got when I was 15 years old. The Boss MS3 switcher. It's a great switcher. Those Boss switchers are really, really killer. Best amp under or around $1,500, rock and metal. Used 5150 or 6505. Have I demoed a Boss GT1000 yet? I have not. I did start early today, Terry. I have a dentist appointment, so I can only hang out until I can only hang out for like another 10 minutes. I have a Mesa Boogie Mark 535 and also a Dual Rec. Which would you use for studio or live? For studio, I'd use them both. For live, probably the Dual Rec. Favorite James Hetfield guitar? the white Explorer ESP hockey stick with the so what, or no, eat fuck sticker or tape, the writing on it, that one. Oh, I don't even like Explorers that much, but that is one I would own. Is it time for me to buy Gibson since Jerry Cantrell's an artist now and Adam Jones finally got a SIG? Honestly, say what you want about the company because they run their company like not great a lot of the times, and they do stupid PR moves like the Play Authentic thing. But the instruments Gibson are putting out now are very, very good. It's going to take Gibson years and years and years to undo the stigma of their 2000s instruments and their, you know, up through 2018 instruments and the quality dive that they took. That's just how it goes. But that's how they're doing great shit now. Our dentist office is open again in Washington. They are. I had to get a double root canal about a year ago, and I've had a temporary filling because I didn't have insurance, so I couldn't afford to get a crown, which is why it's taken a year for me to get insurance, afford insurance, and then finally get a crown. So that's what I'm going for. Vinicius, Rosa, thank you so much for the super chat. If you have a question, be sure to leave it. I will try to catch it. Which is better, Seymour Duncan Invaders or EMG Humbuckers? Seymour Duncan, I guess. That's kind of a weird question. Have I done a review on digital mixers? No, I wouldn't know how to demo a... I don't know if I would be competent enough to do a digital mixer. Zero insurance, that's insane, bro. I had insurance for many, many years independently. I paid for it, and I still pay for it now, but my Regents Blue Shield left Washington, and a couple of years ago, they were literally like, hey, by the way, we're canceling your policy, like, effective, like, in, like, a month. Sorry about that. See ya. And that was it, and I couldn't get insurance. Also, it was cheaper just to not have insurance. Because when something went wrong, like when I needed emergency surgery 2 years ago, and the surgery bill was like, $37,000, I just used the financial tools available for financial aid through the hospital. Insurance is such a joke in the United States. What is your favorite IR from metal? Probably the ML SoundLab 121E from the Mesa Oversized Cabinet Pack. Thoughts on Knock Loose's guitar tone? It's awesome, and I love it. On a scale of 1 to 10, why is Rabia so good? I think Rabia is so good because he combines several different styles seamlessly, and a lot of his stuff is rooted in the Nuno style of things, which he has talked about many times. But he built upon the stuff he caught from Nuno into totally his own thing. So it's kind of like this funky, djenty. It's kind of proggy, but it can be bluesy. And he combines so many different elements seamlessly in his playing and his phrasing. That's what draws people to him and his playing. And rightfully fucking so. Rabia's one of the beastliest players on the fucking planet, in my opinion. And I always thought that, even back when no one even knew who Rabia was. He's just such a fucking killer guitarist. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for hanging out, by the way, if you're just joining. We're hanging out, we're answering some questions. Just kind of shooting the breeze, drinking some coffee. Am I going to review the Line 6 Pod Go? Yes, I didn't do. The video's filmed. It'll be out this week, and it's right there in a box. I didn't go through the nitty gritty because I feel like I'm late to the party bus, so to speak, for the Line 6 Pod Go. So instead of having like a technical review, I actually just go through some presets and kind of tweak some things and kind of give you a general overview. But basically, I'll let you hear how it sounds. I did something a little different than I normally do, because there's other videos that have already done like the technical side of stuff. Okay, thank you, Terry. Which Get Good library do you like the most? GGD versus Superior Drummer. GGD versus Superior Drummer, there's room for both at the top, in my opinion. I love them both for different things. 80% of the time, I'm using Get Good P4 pack, which is the most versatile drum kit they make, and it has the CPU scaling. Charles, thank you so much for the super chat. What do you think about the new bulb release? I have not listened to any of the new bulb stuff, but I understand they're basically sold archives. I used to have my iTunes filled with his original his original demos. I had all those. Such a huge fan, and shoot me now, I am so sorry if I offend anyone. I always loved his solo demo stuff more so than I ever liked any of the Periphery stuff. And I like the Periphery stuff, but his inception of ideas and initially actualizing his demo music for me was, I don't know, there's just, it's spicy. So good. Misha is a talented dude. Selling USB albums in a live setting, thoughts? SoundClick, thank you, Backline. Selling USB albums in a live setting? Yeah. Do Get Good packs work in Superior Drummer? They do not. Thoughts on the Marshall DSL 100 HR? Great head. Sounds good. Can you suggest a good easy drummer expansion pack to purchase in Tune Track? The pop punk one is good. Death and Destruction is good, depending on your genre. And Metal Machine. Do you think the Helix replaces any pedal out there now, and even high-end ones? It depends. Do I think an actual pedal can compete with its counterpart on Helix? That pedal, 10 times out of 10, the pedal will do it better than what the Helix does. In the context of being loud in a band setting, doesn't matter. No, I don't think so. The difference is so subtle. I would rather have dude, if I could use all pedals all the time, I would. It's just not practical anymore. Johnny, thank you so much for the super chat, and you're welcome for answering one of your questions. I really appreciate your super chat. Thank you so much, man. How's the Fortin 33 treating you? Awesome. Really, really gets along with the rectifier pretty good. All right, guys, we have another 5 minutes, and I gotta go to the dentist. Not stoked. I hate the dentist. Your signature amp simulator, Amp Roots, is way good. I totally love it. Well, thank you so much. Thank you, Musicians Lounge. Thoughts on the Velvet Underground? I've never listened to them much myself, but I appreciate what they did and respect what they did, and I respect their influence on other musicians. Thoughts on the BC Rich Gunslinger, CC DeVille, dude? Thoughts on Avenged Sevenfold? I personally think they're a bit overrated. No, I wouldn't say they're overrated. I definitely like their older stuff more. I will say that. A crown is a lot easier than a root canal. Fuck, I hope so, man. I don't even think, okay, so the question is, have you ever thought to use all your pedals at once? I don't even think I can use all my pedals at once without some serious planning. Tube Screamer all the way with the dual rec. Yeah, I still generally use the Tube Screamer. I only have 5 minutes left to live. What song do I listen to? I listen to Bad Religion, American Jesus. I listen to probably Mastodon song, like Oblivion, as I'm dying. Are you looking forward to the new Liquid Tension Experiment album or the new John Petrucci solo album? Also, good luck at the dentist. Thank you. Mr. Tricro Studios. No, I don't really listen to any of the John Petrucci related music. I'm not a prog guy. Although, if I had to choose something John Petrucci related, it would be Liquid Tension Experiment. It is good. Ever listen to 4 Years Strong? Yeah, I love 4 Years Strong. New album is fire. For live streaming, are you running your Canon directly into your MacBook, or is there a capture card in between? There's a capture card. There's an Elgato Cam Link 4K going out of the HDMI boop, boop, into my MacBook. Ever seen the Alexa by Doug Townsend video? I have not. E standard or D sharp standard? E flat standard. Boom. Zing. Best Korn album. The first one. "5 minutes left to live and you put on Stereo to Heaven." I mean, that would make sense. Thoughts on Gibson? I love Gibson. All right, guys. I love you all, and I appreciate you so much. I got to go to the dentist. So I will be here next week, Monday. We're hanging out. It'll be at 10 a.m. I really don't want to go to the dentist, but I have to. Thank you so much for hanging out. I appreciate your time. And with that, I'm going to get out of here. Have a great week. Stay safe, and